almost 4,000 mile journey to Alaska. So here's the story. So my brother, he was like, oh, I need a new car.
Oh, I need a new car.
He lives in Alaska. I'm born and raised from Alaska. So he's like, I need a new car. I'm like, I can buy you one in LA. Why don't I buy you one in LA? Yeah, and I'll drop everything I'm doing for the next 2 weeks and just deliver you this car since you're not allowed in Canada and you need my help.
All right, cool. Sounds good.
Yeah? See you in 2 weeks. And so we got him a really good deal. Super good deal on car near me. Exotic pets. No. I think I got one. Oh no, she'll totally make it. It only has like 300,000 miles. On this Volvo XC90, we took it to a mechanic and now we're driving it to Alaska.
Our check engine light just came on. Okay, we just pulled into O'Reilly's. We're gonna just try to like turn it off. Maybe let it sit for just a second. Hi, do you guys do the like plugins for the like check engine? Tell us some good news.
I'm not sure. It's really nice condition.
Okay, he said it's fine to drive, which again, should we trust that?
There's another soda. Oh my god, and the Pacific Crest Trail.
Oh, the check engine light has come on again.
We wanted to spend the majority of our road trip exploring BC, Canada, and the Yukon, so we took the I-5 highway for about 1,000 miles straight. Took us 2 days, many stretch, snack, and lotto ticket breaks, and 18 hours of straight driving, so we were definitely going into a state of delirium by the time we were rolling into Seattle.
Have decided that we're not gonna stress about the check engine light. That is a cop.
No.
It's because you have a lead foot.
My foot is made of gold. God, look at that sunset. Look at those colors.
You think we can get off earlier?
We're about to go through the Canadian border, and oh my god, and I feel like it's gonna feel real when we're like, oh
as soon
wow,
as we see those kilometers per hour.
We feel good. We feel good to be in a remote, sketchy road with no one to help us if anything happens. So
we're not crossing in Blaine, which is the usual cross to go to Vancouver.
We're crossing in Suma, like the orange.
Yeah. So we're crossing
Canada. We are going kilometers. We're not going miles.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, I did watch this video. If you get caught speeding 15 kilometers over the speed limit in BC, you get your car impounded for a week. We're already speeding.
Oh no, don't do that. Listen to the book, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and I'm intrigued. Update. There's a sunset.
We had a 45-minute conversation on if we were gonna get a hotel room or...
Correction. Monet had a 40-minute conversation with herself because I said, yeah, let's just book it.
A little delusional at this point. I think we're on like hour 8 maybe of driving.
Prince George, welcome. We've made it to Prince George.
We've made it to our final, or not our first destination of Canada.
Hey.
Tonight we are following a Canadian wildfire that is burning along the Alcan, forcing evacuations.
It changed quickly Monday night. Strong winds pushed fires from the
Highway 97 Alcan is closed. They have that evacuation.
Our road is closed. Our road to Alaska is closed. It's been evacuated. There's fires, there's flooding, smoky. You're not allowed out of your car. So I think we're gonna have to go a way around. Okay, luckily we're in Prince George, so we don't have to backtrack. We can just take another route, which is we would have to be here anyways to take the other route, which is good. But we can't get there on the Alaskan highway. It's called Highway 16. Okay, let me see if this one has.
Over here?
No, it's the highway updates. I'm really sad actually. It's like actually really sad because it's supposed to be really beautiful and it's gonna be smoky.
Jill's really heartbroken because like obviously we want to go to Alaska on the Great Alaskan Highway. Luckily, like at a minimum, at least there is 2 options and we are in a spot that we don't have to backtrack. So it is super unfortunate because it throws a wrench in like all of the stops and all of the plans that we had. Like basically our original plans have to go out the window. But at a minimum, there are 2 options and we are in a place where we are at the fork in the road. So
okay, there's not much we can really do. Honestly.
Yeah, like we just have to go the direction that's open. Like that's bottom line. And like we should feel really grateful that there even is an open option. This morning's objective is coffee for sure. Gas for sure. Hit the road. And for sure. Possibly in that order. You want Tim Hortons?
Yeah,
Okay, let's go.
We're in Canada, baby.
It's right over there.
Monet was low riding this yesterday. I'm like,
I was in a mood last night, okay?
it was terrifying. We're on the Stewart Cassier Highway. I did read a little that it's more remote, you'll see more bears, but it's equally as beautiful and really cool things. Like there's glaciers, there's other lakes and stuff, like cool mountains. I'm a little bummed that I will not be getting my cinnamon roll or the milepost or the layered hot springs from the other highway, but that is okay because this one, there's still another hot spring we can go to. There's a cool glacier. It has different things. Tim Hortons. We just tried Tim Hortons for the first time and truly, it is good. Approved. This is better than Starbucks. But the sandwich was 3.7 out of 5 in my book. But the coffee, that is way better than Starbucks. Wait, say that again?
Again, there's some lore of a redheaded woman, like a ghost, walking on the highway.
On the Cassier Highway?
Yeah. It's like kind of nicknamed Trail of Tears because it was longer. We drove around it. We just went down to Coca-Cola.
My brother just informed me that there is the Cassier Highway lore of a haunted redheaded woman walking the street, the highway. Oh my god, is this how we die? Is this our final destination trip? Like,
Sometimes I think about things like that, and like if that's the way that we go, then that's the way we were supposed to go.
let me.
I understand the draw of a dog. Oh, fresh air.
We just changed our headlight. One of them was out, and the guy who helped us was really nice and cool. Worked at Napa Know-How, and he was like, "Oh yeah, this time of year you're going up. Whoa, okay." And he's like, "Just you know, some advice when you get up to Cassier, just be careful where you stop. It can get really weird up there. It's remote for a reason." Like, what?
He did say those exact words just like that.
Little road trip charcuterie. What a hot shot Italiano. Oh, the walk alone.
That is indeed a rushing river.
Wow. Every time we talk to somebody on this highway, we're like, oh yeah, we're headed up to Alaska. They're like, really? Well, that's far. Wow. I'm like, we're on the road to Alaska. How is this not more common? I'm like, maybe this is not that common to do. We have had so much drama about getting to the right highway because the other one was closed, the highway number 1, but we're on this one, which is haunted, by the way. That is a story for a different time. But we're here, and we're going to Alaska, north to the future, baby. We're going to be going to Hyder tonight at a campsite. And fun fact, Hyder's actually in Alaska, but I'm really excited.
Let's go.
Get in, loser, we're going shopping.
Magic, like actual magic.
Oh my god, look at that. You guys, we're on the highway. Is this to the left, right?
Okay, like f***ing magic, Jill turns the car on and the check engine light just turns off. Okay, things are turning up.
When I said that this is a haunted highway, maybe it's like good haunted. Because the second we turned on this highway, it turned off. The second.
We finally made it to the beginning of the Stewart Cassier Highway, our official journey to Alaska. It started to sink in. The feeling of that wild, remote Alaskan road trip that we've been dreaming of is finally here. As we look at our phones and see we have no service, the nearest rest stops are hundreds of miles away, and we look at the vast mountains and endless glaciers, this is what we are excited for. Tonight we are headed to Stewart, BC, a beautiful mountain town with massive glaciers and stunning ocean views.
That was one spectacular drive, and we're gonna have to do it again tomorrow. We are currently in Stewart, British Columbia, basically like 1 mile from Alaska. Stunning, peaceful, good vibe, fresh.
So the part of Alaska that we're going to, you can actually only access it by Canada. So if you're like in mainland Alaska, you can't drive to this location. So that's kind of crazy. It says they rely heavily on Canada.
Hyder, Alaska, baby.
Do you think that do you think that we should stay in America tonight or in Canada?
Yeah, how much do you think these campsites are?
I don't know.
Do you think there's bathrooms?
Doesn't look like
I
it.
bet there is. Oh yeah, it looks like there's a little hut with a bathroom.
You don't have to go into customs. We literally just drove into Alaska.
Okay, Hyder was cool.
Was it?
I liked it a lot, except for it was definitely giving like a really weird ghost town feel. And then when we were leaving Hyder, it said, leaving America's friendliest ghost town.
Oh, it's thick. A large might have been really ambitious, but it smells great. I wonder if they have ranch.
Just good old Canadian hospitality. There are no strangers here, just friends that never met yet. Get into a campsite. Look at our view.
Not bad.
No.
I'm gonna show you how to turn this car into a 5-star hotel. Start by moving the paraphernalia. Once I unleash this beast, it's not gonna go back in this bag the way it was ever again because I don't have a vacuum. So it might not look like it, but this is a 3-inch memory foam mattress and it will never be the same again.
Hell yeah.
All right, it's basically a 5-star hotel. This is gonna be great.
Honestly, pretty cozy, pretty cozy.
This blanket is genuinely everything.
You have a towel doing the top, but yeah, you know what? This car's pretty nice. We're into it. What if we wake up and there's just like a bear peeping through?
This is
Better than a man. Peeping through. We gotta go to sleep because we got some ground to cover tomorrow. We're gonna finally link back up with the Highway 1. The highway that was closed, but you know, we're gonna be around the area that is safe to drive, so that'll
and then
be
not today, not tomorrow, but the next day we're going to the spa.
the hot springs, baby.
Just so happens that this sleep was awesome.
It might in this. Oh,
I would give my sleep like a 7 out of 10. Like, I was definitely cozy, but it did get a little like humid, and I wish we could have cracked the windows, but there's so many mosquitoes.
now we're gonna pack up and keep on trucking the Yukon.
That's a road trip. You gotta stock up. You gotta stock up. You gotta be prepared, especially in these like buggy places that we're going.
Coffee. Welcome to day 5. We're at mile 2,400 or something like that out of 3,600. So we have over 1,000 miles to go, but look where we are. So freaking pretty.
We're just looking at a casual glacier.
Yeah, only gonna get more stunning and beautiful and crazy and remote and weirder and more fun. I'm so excited.
This is glacier water.
We gotta touch the water. All right, get on in there.
Oh my god, it's so... It actually hurts my fingertips to put it in there. It's so cool.
Okay, we pulled off so we could get some cool footage and just beautiful views of this fireweed. I love fireweed. Reminds me of my childhood.
Sure, that's the way we can do the most good.
Making lunch. Or I guess breakfast.
Yeah, I was like, this is breakfast for sure. Ooh, that's a lot of... It's truly nothing a chopstick can't do.
Cheers.
We're gonna finish this, and then Jill has a really magical idea of a TikTok to be filmed down by the water, so maybe you can come along. This path is really promising. Hopefully there's nothing that wants to eat me.
Amazing. This is the most picturesque rest stop of all time. I feel like I'm truly in that Dixie Chick song, wide open spaces.
This is exactly why we wanted to spend most of our time in like the BC area of the road trip, and we didn't want to spend a lot of time in like the California area because A, we've done it a million times, and B, you do not get views like this.
It's freaking awesome.
This is it. I think it's time we hit the road. Let's try to get back up the mountain.
Oh,
Wow. Remember that you...
that's a latte.
We don't have any ice.
Ooh, fresh out.
So let's just do it from now on, no matter what happens.
Every so often there's a time and place where you have to just like turn around because you saw something so great. And I low-key wish that we were driving through this area later in the day because I think we would probably camp here. There's literally picnic tables. There's like, you can tell that people have had like fires and stuff, but it's too early in the day. We have to keep driving, but it is absolutely gorgeous. We want to make it to Whitehorse tomorrow because Whitehorse has a Nordic spa. The more hours we put in today, the more hours we get to stay at the spa tomorrow. So that's what I'm holding on to.
Oh. Fire came through here. Leaving British Columbia.
We are
Oh my God.
We are finally making it
To the Yukon.
Woo! I noticed the trees started to get a bit smaller.
They started getting a little spunky. Can't believe we made it. I'm kind of getting sad because this has been kind of fun. I've been having a really good time. And the fact that we're hitting the legit Yukon is like kind of a life dream for me. I've always wanted to do this. So
there was a moment where I was like, we are alone. Like we are in the middle of nowhere. Like I haven't had service for like 2 days and I was like, if something happens, like I don't know what we do.
we would literally have to hitchhike.
So alone.
It got really dusty. So many trailers and semi trucks behind us. So it's a fox. It's a fox. Oh my God, that's the cutest I've ever seen. Oh. Yeah, of course I can. Hard telling not knowing
Do you
about
want me to drive?
Yeah, I do. We just met a guy camping on the British Columbia Yukon border who is biking from Alaska to Argentina. So he probably just started like yesterday. But he's currently, look at
65 miles.
He's camping there. It looks like he had a camera. So he's on YouTube. Maybe we should find him on YouTube or whatever. I don't know. Should ask for his name. But you know, sometimes you want to get personal out in the Yukon. We're at Northern Lights Center. Welcome to Nugget City. Hey, and this is the extent of Nugget City, baby. We need a hot home cooked meal, okay? This place is called Wolf It Down. My type of place. It's like Jesus. Nail right through the hand. Look at this. It's so big.
It's so hot.
We just spent an absurd amount of money on like the funniest bowl of pasta I've ever had in my life. I don't know, it was just a funny experience. We have been without Wi-Fi for a long time. And I think we're starting to twitch. They served us a trough of spaghetti. Trough was like a bedpan. We're so hungry and we're like, we just want something hot. So we were...
And our other hot options were Salisbury steak or liver and onions.
Yeah.
So we picked the hot.
We got our bedpan celery and prego spaghetti and I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
And that's just the Yukon for you, baby.
Words when you put it all together into one narrative.
There's this crazy bird that keeps going. Caw! Caw! That's when you know you're in the Yukon because birds sound weird. I drove for like 6 hours today. Collectively, we drove for like 9. How many hours do you think we drove? 9 hours? We were on the road for 12 hours today. We're too tired to give a single fuck, especially after our bedpan spaghetti situation. No, I'm just kidding. That spaghetti it was fine. It was totally funny.
I appreciate the good home cooked meal on the Yukon. Truly, thank you. Ayo, travelers, updating you from the Yukon. Can't wait for tomorrow. Okay, signing off before I lose all my storage on my phone because we haven't had service in days. Haven't checked my phone in days. This squirrel just tried to hop into our car, and then I just saw it run and unbury its nut. I think it was like thinking I was gonna steal its nut. Hello, squirrel. I'm only interested in stealing if you find gold. Then I'll steal it, but I'll replace it with peanuts. I know you'll like it. Monet just asked me if a bear was out here, and I said, probably. Gonna fucking slave.
But you know what I do need to find is where did I pack those sleeping masks?
We're like super high north, so it's gonna be this light until like 2 a.m. Today is day 6 of my LA to Alaska road trip, and woke up on this campground. Just splashed my face with some river water, and then our neighbor, the adventurer, unlike me, the pro adventurer, turned on his generator at 7 a.m. So it's time for us to go. So we're excited to hopefully get service in Whitehorse. There's a Walmart there, which is my only sign that maybe there's service. And a Nordic spa, which we will be going because my back hurts, and I'm honestly like I need a hot tub. My body's like from sitting and driving so much. If
the opportunity presents itself, I'm getting a hotel tonight. You can sleep in the car if you'd like.
We're getting a campsite. Let's go, day 6, baby, on the Yukon. Let's coffee. Ooh, what's that? Is this a coffee spot? Continental Divide Lodge. I smell coffee.
Gas and gift shop.
Yukon is really crazy. Different climate. Look at that river. It's so fun, pretty. We had a pretty good sleep last night in the car. And my back needs to pop a little, but that's from driving, not from sleeping. Oh my God, that river's like so stoic. The Yukon has been spectacularly surprising. I didn't realize there was going to be so much mountains, and I thought it was more flat with little trees and more caribou. You know, our destination today is Whitehorse, which is only a 4-hour drive from where our camp spot was. But there's a really cool hot springs there. It's a hot springs Nordic spa, which is a very cool combo. Really excited. Whitehorse is supposed to be a pretty cool little town. So, and we'll get service. We haven't had service in days. And we're just out here driving the Yukon. Ooh, a blue sign. That should give us some detail about coffee.
This looks promising.
Oh, this is the Continental Divide.
Oh.
Whatever that means.
Horses welcome? Fresh.
We don't have horses though.
Nope. That was maybe one of the cutest, best things I've ever experienced.
We
in
love
my
this
life.
place.
If you randomly do this trip, you should definitely stop here.
It's the Continental Divide.
I mean, if you can provide hot coffee in a land of nothing, you have a successful business. Okay, it's fresh banana cherry muffin, which I don't know how fresh a banana can be up here, but
Homemade.
You see it?
mm-hmm.
So we just arrived in Whitehorse this morning, or this afternoon, and now we're at the Eclipse Nordic Spa, and they also have a campsite on site. And so I already know that I'll be mush after the spa, converting our bed, our car, and we're gonna spa hard. I think they have a cafe or something, so then we'll like have some dinner, and we'll come back, crash, sleep, because we spa'd, and then we'll be up and at it tomorrow. Problem with this breakfast setup is that we don't have a spoon. It's the only utensils we have.
I was thinking chopsticks to stir, and then you'd kind of drink it a
Look
little.
at this. Wildly effective, actually.
I just actively saw like a rodent, not a rodent, like a little
journal, run around and go into that car's engine.
That is not good.
No. Coffee center. Oh yeah, there we go. We got a good pit stop at Cluin Lake. This has been paradise. We got cheeseburger. We got a moose library there. Got some books.
We are so close to the border. I would guess we're gonna cross the border in like the next 30 minutes. We're like so close to the Alaska border.
Au revoir. Also, these hills are just pink from fireweed. Storm is coming. Just kind of feels intense out here.
It does feel a little intense.
It smells like an actual balsam candle.
That's my favorite kind.
Oh, the feeling of being out here in the middle of the highway, it's crazy.
Oh yeah, that smells nice. It also somehow feels like I should just like sprint down the middle of the road.
I know, right? I just feels so good. Okay, we have a car coming. Canada's right.
They literally clear an entire. Do you see all the way up?
Yeah.
That's literally the Canadian-American border. They're so.
Oh, really?
They're so
No way.
that they literally clear the entire thing.
Wait.
The entire.
You can even see the little blip right up
The
there.
entire Canadian border, even down on the lower 48, you'll see this entire tree line cleared out.
Yeah.
They don't want you to be like, I didn't know. I just walked Canada.
Oh my God, it's like the first episode of Shameless and Frank Gallagher ends up thinking.
Yes. Action.
We're here, and we still have to go the 600 miles. So we're here, all in Anchorage. We have 2 hours, maybe 3, until we're done with this entire road trip. I can't believe how fast this has gone by. It's been...
People that just love this video and then we'll just go everywhere.
Yeah.